Alright y'all, well today we get to do a little something fun and work at home. I got a new box. I got a new box for the van. It's a lot bigger and taller. Hopefully I can keep it a little better organized. Maybe we can get some of my testing equipment and duct tools and so forth from off the floor here and get it into a box. We'll see. So this top drawer, I got my cheater cord, got some jumper wires, my puller, some of those stupid caps. This is my old swaging and flaring kit before I got the Hillmore. Still works pretty good, I guess. Have to find a place for that. Some drill bits, some brushes, my homemade flue draft tester. Some silver solder. This drawer, we just got to keep caps, the tool for the caps, some access fittings, small cutters, spare big cutters. I like these little lights, like looking into things. They're useful. Little mirror I never use. Should probably put that somewhere. Some picks, bunch of little wrenches, some of those hooks for the puller. Just kind of miscellaneous. Keep my small wrenches and miscellaneous refrigerant tools. Here I got some super glue. You never know when you need some super glue. Oh, another pair of tubing cutters. Torch tips and some strikers, which I thought I had some more in there. But yeah, bits, lubricants, this side files, and a bunch of drill bits, unibits, some screwdrivers, some knife picks. I thought I was really going to use these a lot more than I actually do. They're supposed to be kind of crimpers and strippers in one, but I don't know, I didn't like using them as much, so they just kind of live in the box now. Oh, see why. This drawer I got all my wrenches, standard, all the way up to 1 inch, metric up to 24, I believe. Got some big adjustables, a little pry bar, some big knee picks, another adjustable, and bigger pick. These are actually like water pump hose tool for cars. You can push it in and spin it around like that to get a hose off of a fitting. I like these little cat's claw type thing for, it's also an automotive tool, but it's also handy to pry on anything with. This is my metric sockets, metric Allens. I love this little gear wrench set. I'll take this with me a lot. You can put bits in this end and sockets. Some vice grips, file, magnet. This drawer is all my ratchets and standard sockets, extensions, a little pry bar. This is actually another automotive tool. These sockets are for doesn't want to open. Okay. These sockets are for rounded off bolts. So I really haven't had to use them yet. I bought them because I thought that one day I'd need them. It's nice to have them. And this bottom drawer, it's really broken now. Just got my H10, some old meters. I should probably just get rid of those. These are old, like Z-Mans. Don't really use those anymore. I love this fin straightening tool set. Really good set. Got pistons for everything. Got the York train style pistons. Got my Goodman's Shatleaf. So these are called Shatleaf. These are called Aero Quip styles. And over here I got some carrier. These are like carrier ones, so a bunch of pistons, some leads, some test leads and stuff in there. So yeah, hopefully with this new box we'll be able to still get the copper behind it. This is where I keep all my copper behind that. Hopefully my gauges will still hang up. And be able to hang up there, and we'll have to figure out a new place to do this stuff over here. Vacuum pump. This is my vacuum box, and my SDP2, which I hardly ever use anymore, and the Dremel. So we'll see. Alright, well here's the final setup with the new box I got. Had to put it in sideways like that because the box was too big to fit here. It's taken me quite a while. It's taken me quite a while to get everything how I like it, but I think I've got it to a point where I can kind of show you how I got it set up. I still was able to get my copper tucked away beside there. My gauge is hanging up, kind of get in the way of these drawers opening. As you can see, it kind of likes to grab the hose and then pinch it, but seems to be workable. Got my benders. I really tried to spend a lot of time thinking about the tools that I use the most and getting rid of some of the things I never use, and keeping the tools I use the most handy, easy to get to. So kind of got these stuck right here. SDP2. Got my Testo kit here. It's not, I'm sorry, Testo case with all my vacuum hoses and stuff in it. Vacuum pump, some gloves. Alright, so top drawer here is kind of like my old one where I've got just some wire strippers if I need them, a lot of punches, chisels, drill bits, unibits, file, refrigeration caps, spare no loss fittings. Got a couple of copper cutters if I'm in the truck cutting something, bits, just miscellaneous stuff, brushes, tool for the caps, torches, some liquid sealants over here, drill bits, magnets, light, fin comb, cheater cord, miscellaneous screwdrivers, And next drawer, sockets. I picked up some of these trays from Harbor Freight, 3/8 normal and deep. Got 3/8 metric here, which I don't use a lot, so I got rid of a lot of my metric stuff out of this box. Extensions. Got my one ratchet with the nice 5/16 long Allen. Got my little kit in here. So the top drawer is mostly sockets. See there how I caught my hose? That might be a pain in the butt. I have to figure out something to do about that. So this drawer, I got wrenches, set of standards, set of metric. I got rid of a lot of my metrics as well. I got some strap wrenches here, really good for working with B-vents, vice grips, adjustables. This drawer is mostly all my HVAC duct tools and hammers, pry bars, just all the stuff I use kind of at a install level. I got them out of that tool bag and in the drawer. And my bottom drawer down here is all my power tools that I use regularly. Angle grinders, my hammer drill, my sawzall, impact, my nippers down in there. I use these caps a lot when I'm doing a line set. And in here, this is my nitrogen flow meter, blowgun, static pressure probes, and zip ties in there. So this is kind of my drawer that I'll be going into a lot as well during the install. My batteries down there. Yeah. So I picked this. I got a great deal. I'm not crazy about the color, and the one concern I have is if I'm, taking a right turn or something, these drawers are going to just open. They didn't have a key. I did order a key for it. Hopefully that this lock mechanism is okay, and the hardest part will be to actually remember to lock it. I did bolt it kind of cheesy to the shelves there, so because basically my old box, even the drawers would open and the whole box would tip over, so that's no good. So we'll try out this setup, this system here, and see how well it works. And if you guys have any tips on what you can think to keep these drawers closed, I'm just gonna forget to lock it. I already know that, and at least it's not facing front to back, so as soon as you hit the gas they fly open. This one also has a little bit of a I was really looking for a box that had that tension built into it so they don't really want to open, which worked great until I put a lot of weight in. Like this bottom drawer basically doesn't even feel like it works. And the heavier the drawer gets, the easier it opens, but we'll see how it works out. Okay, y'all, I'm working on the toolbox again, doing a little Joe mod to it. The drawers are not staying closed. It's just not working out. So what I'm working on is installing some magnets. So when we close the doors, we're going to stick to these magnets behind there. So these magnets are off of some of the ECM motors that I've junked. Super strong magnets on those motors. And I'm using those little rubber isolator pads to, I'm going to screw those to the back wall, and then I have to epoxy these magnets to the rubber. So we're going to see how that's working out here. I'll show you guys over here. So here's my setup. These are all the magnets. What they're going to do is when we close the drawers, oh yeah, that's really strong. So we're going to see if that helps keeping them shut. So I've got the magnets cleaned up. First thing I do is I'm going to mount all these blocks to the back wall, and then I'm going to go through and use this here to glue all the magnets at once. So kind of got an assortment. 2 magnets per drawer, and so I'll take a couple shots when I get them all mounted, and then we'll take some shots once it's done and see how well it works. We're all back together. We got some pretty good stiction back there. So we got my magnetic drawer mod. Alright, this top one's a little weak, and this drawer, I don't know if you guys can see it, but this drawer and this drawer stick out a little further because I used different size magnets on those. So now I'm kind of worried that I'm not going to be able to lock it, but I guess I'll just have to figure something out when it comes to that. But if I didn't have to lock it, that would be great, but I don't know if it'll really keep them closed perfectly or not. I mean, I'm pulling pretty hard. It's just hard to tell if the truck is gonna make them still open or not. We'll see. Hope you guys enjoyed it.